If you are driving west on Interstate 70 between mile markers 214 and 238, do not stop. The radio message cut through the car so suddenly that Caleb Morris flinched, his foot easing off the gas without him realizing it. The tone that preceded the message was wrong, too long, too flat, like it had been held a second past what protocol allowed. Then the voice came in. Calm, male, American, the kind of voice people trusted during storms and evacuations. This is an emergency broadcast. If you are currently traveling westbound on Interstate 70 between mile markers 214 and 238, do not stop your vehicle. Do not exit. Do not respond to pedestrians. Caleb glanced at his dashboard clock. 9:41 p.m. He checked his GPS. Westbound I-70, mile marker 219. The message continued. Remain in your vehicle. Maintain speed. If you hear someone calling for help, do not slow down. If you believe you recognize them, do not acknowledge them. The radio clicked, and the music resumed as if nothing had happened. Caleb let out a short, uneasy laugh. Probably a test. The Midwest loved its tests. Tornado drills, siren checks, chemical spill simulations. Still, something about the wording bothered him. It didn't sound like a warning. It sounded like instructions given after something had already gone wrong. The highway stretched ahead, empty and dark. Cornfields lay flat on both sides, broken only by the occasional grain silo silhouetted against the fading sky. 10 minutes passed. Then Caleb saw someone on the shoulder. A woman stood just beyond the white line, waving both arms over her head. She wore a hoodie and jeans, her hair hanging loose around her face. No car, no hazard lights, no debris. Instinct kicked in. Caleb's foot moved toward the brake. Then the radio message replayed in his head. Do not respond to pedestrians. He swallowed and kept driving. As he passed her, he made the mistake of looking. Her face wasn't panicked. It was expectant. Her mouth stretched into a wide, unmoving smile as the car went by, and her eyes followed him long after he passed. Caleb's hands tightened on the steering wheel. A minute later, his phone buzzed. No service. The radio turned on again by itself. This is an emergency broadcast, the same voice said. You are doing the right thing. Caleb's pulse jumped. How would they know? He muttered to the empty car. The message continued. If you have already stopped, remain where you are. If you have not stopped, do not stop. The radio went silent. The road began to change. Not suddenly, subtly. The open farmland narrowed. Trees appeared closer to the shoulder, their branches arching inward as if leaning toward the highway. The darkness ahead felt thicker, heavier, swallowing the beam of Caleb's headlights instead of reflecting it. He checked the GPS again. Still I-70. Still westbound. Mile marker 231. Instead, another figure appeared. A man stood on the shoulder this time, closer to the road. He held something in his hands. Keys, maybe. He didn't wave. He just watched the approaching car. Caleb slowed despite himself. As he passed, the man spoke. You can hear me, the man said, his voice clear even through the closed windows. Caleb's chest tightened. The man leaned forward slightly. That means you're not gone yet. Caleb accelerated. The radio crackled. Do not engage, the broadcast voice said. They adapt. The road looped. Caleb didn't notice it at first. The same bent speed limit sign appeared again, the same stretch of guardrail with peeling reflectors, the same dead deer on the shoulder, bloated and half hidden in weeds. He checked the mileage. Mile marker 236, then 232, then 236 again. His GPS recalculated endlessly without changing the route. More people appeared with every pass. Some stood alone, some in small groups. None of them waved anymore. They just watched. On the fifth loop, Caleb saw a car pulled over ahead, hazard lights flashing. Relief surged through him before fear crushed it. The driver's side window was down. The person inside looked up as Caleb passed. It was him. Same jacket, same stubble, same exhausted eyes. The other Caleb mouthed words silently. "Don't stop." The radio came on one last time. "This is not an evacuation," the voice said. "This is containment." Caleb's GPS screen flickered. The map still showed I-70 behind him, every exit, every mile marker intact. Ahead, past mile marker 238, the map simply stopped. No warning, no reroute, just blank space. Caleb looked up. The road was still there, same asphalt, same sound beneath the tires, but the signs were gone. No mile markers, no exits, no distance indicators at all. Behind him, I-70 continued exactly as it always had. Traffic flowed, cameras recorded nothing unusual, mile markers 214 through 238 remained fixed and accounted for. But for anyone who passed west of mile marker 238 during the broadcast, the highway didn't end. It just stopped leading anywhere. And every driver who stayed on it kept moving forward, on a road that still existed, but no longer connected to the rest of the world.